Alrighty, so let's get on with our next problem here. This is birthday present. Once again, this is on your own, so you should be completely done with this problem and watching this video and correcting your own work. So if you did everything great, fantastic. If you got anything wrong, no worries, just fix it and learn while you're fixing it. So here's the deal. Here's a scenario. It's your dad's birthday next weekend, and you have decided to knit. Here you are knitting right here, and you're going to knit this sweater here, and you're working away at that. So you decide to knit him a sweater because his office is cold and he loves wearing sweaters. In order to knit the sweater that will fit your father, you need to knit 13/15 of a yard of yarn. You have already knit 7/15 of a yard. How much more must you knit before your father's birthday? Well, you should have this solved. Let's go ahead and solve this problem and correct your own work as I go through this. Alrighty, let's get going with the first thing we must do is draw a nice big fraction box. And if I look at the problem here, it says that I need to make 13/15 of a yard of yarn to create the sweater that I need here or actually this is you doing the work, right? So you're creating the sweater for your father. So if I have 15 parts, that means I'm going to draw 14 lines across here. So I'm going to just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 lines should give me 15 parts. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now I don't need all those 15 parts. I only need 13 out of the 15. So I'm going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So these two up here I do not need. So I'm going to actually take those and color those two in kind of a black that you can see through, and it makes it look blue, but these are not here because I don't need those, okay? So I only need to create, or you only need to create 13/15 of a yard for this sweater. So the next thing we're going to do is look at how much you have already done, and you have already knit 7/15 of a yard, so you need to know how much you have to do yet, right? How much you have left to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this in white, and I'm going to get rid of 7 of these little parts. So there's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. So now I've gotten, this is the parts of the sweater that you have already done. So this is what we have left that you need to complete. And you need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the 15 parts that would make up the whole yard. So once again, you have these that you got to do, and there's 15 of these parts to make one full yard, so you have to do 6 more of these parts. So let's move on to the algorithm, but before I do, I want to just circle this and say this is your answer for the illustration. Now, if you did this illustration correctly, fantastic. If you made any mistakes on it, just go ahead and pause this and fix your mistakes right away. So let's move on to the algorithm. With the algorithm, you're just going to write the two fractions with the subtraction sign in between. And the rule for subtracting fractions or adding fractions, in this case we are subtracting, you must have common denominators. And these are both 15, so they are in common, and we're groovy and good to go. Next, you're going to just subtract the numerators. 13 minus 7 is indeed going to give us 6. So let me go ahead and just write that in there. And that's going to equal 6. And now once again, with the denominators, I just bring it right on across because all the denominator is telling us is how many parts this yard is cut into, and it's cut into 15 parts. So I'm going to simply write 6/15 here, and as you see, my algorithm right here agrees with what I came up with for an answer in my illustration, and that's very important. So now you have both the illustration right here and the algorithm here. Super job. If you have made any mistakes, once again, fix them, and I will see you next time for our very last problem on this blog post. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.